you're capable of so much more than where you're at right now. But that being said, I'm super proud of like where we are as a team and like where some of you guys are like coming along in the business, guys. And when I look at other businesses and I look at other teams in Primerica, like you only got to understand most of the time, not always capable, but most of the time in Primerica, people don't just like come in, grow fast and explode their business. Like, and I'm saying like us or like you guys, like, and so I don't want you guys to hold yourself to an unrealistic expectation, but what I will tell you is it's possible. It's happened. It still is happening. We did it. Some of you guys are on the verge of doing that. So don't think that it can't happen. Just don't compare yourself to other people, I guess is the moral of my story there. But I also want to challenge you guys to expect big things to happen in your business. Start expecting big things to happen in your life, right? And expect echoes to come in out of nowhere on the Zoom call, but expect your business to grow faster than you think when you're showing up the way you need to. So guys, today is Tuesday. Everybody type in the Zoom chat. What happens on Tuesday nights? See if y'all are paying attention this morning. What's on Tuesday nights? Respect is on Tuesday nights, Ellen. Good job. No, trainings, right? Our team call, right? So if you have basically everybody on this call has at least one recruit, right? Not everybody, almost everybody though. And so my big challenge to all of you is log into Primerica, okay? Log into your app, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how you do it. I was doing it yesterday. While Elian was in the office, I was just going through the numbers, calling people. But you need to log into your app, and you should go in order of your recruits. If you're not licensed, you won't be able to see this stuff yet. But if you are licensed, you need to treat this as a business, right? Why? Because it is a business, right? It's your business. So I would go, if I were you, to your Primerica Online, right? You can do this from your phone. But I like to personally, I do it from my computer. Most of the time I'll go and look, but I'm going to come here to the Primerica app button. Why? Because it's going to give me the view of your phone. Okay. So if you're doing this from your phone, this is what it will look like once it loads. But guys, we need to be getting, like, you guys need to be today. I'll rephrase that. You don't have to do anything. You do what you want. But if you want to grow a business, this is what you will do today. You'll open up your app and you'll go in here to where it says track recruits. It is literally on the home screen, right? So it's literally on the home screen. You click on track recruits. And I use licensing specialist report for literally everything, but you can use whichever report you want to. It doesn't really matter. So if you're part-time and you want to get to be full-time, guys, you need to be doing this regularly. Like every couple days, you should be in here calling your people. So like, let's see. So is Sierra. I don't know who Sierra is, to be honest, but that's fine. So with Sierra, like I would come in here, I would click on detailed overview, right? So I don't know who she is. So she's Brian Savala. I don't know how you say her last name, but it's close enough. It's Brian's recruit, right? So if, let's say that I'm the regional leader and Brian's on my team, right? I would call this person. On your phone, you can click on the call button and it literally pops up their number. You can click this and it will just dial it for you. And so this is how I literally would go through the meetings, right? So like, Elian, can you unmute yourself really quick? So yep. let's say Elian's one of the name that I just called. So I'll call, hey, what's up, Elian? How are you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. How you doing, Brody?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. Thanks for asking. I'm excited to get to talk to you for a few minutes. I have about 30 seconds. But Elian, I see you're going through licensing. You got a recruit already. No premium yet. That's fine. We're going to work on that. But hey, we got training tonight at 7 o'clock. We're going to be going over group life insurance, how to sell or how to replace an index universal life insurance policy. It's going to be one of those trainings that you're not going to want to miss. You're going to learn a lot about life insurance and like what we actually do. Make sure you're on the call tonight at 7 o'clock. Do you need the link or do you have it?
Can you send it to me, please?
Yeah, I'll send it to you right now. And then I will text it to him. Did you get it? Say yes. Awesome. Cool, man. I'll see you at 7 o'clock. I'll talk to you later. And then I hang up the call. Don't spend hours. Like if you have like Josh, you got a lot of recruits. Cassie, you got a lot of new recruits. Ellie, you got a lot of new recruits. Like Karen, you have a few, not a ton, but you got a decent amount. Guys, like call them. Call everybody. Type call in the Zoom chat because I know some of you guys are allergic to calling people. Yeah, CALL. For those of you that the three of you that didn't type it in, that did type in the Zoom chat, figured it out. But guys, you need to call your people. You should block off 30 minutes to an hour to call your team today and remind them about training. Guys, I do that virtually every Tuesday. Right, well, I'll go in, I call the new people on our team, and hey, don't forget training tonight at 7, training tonight at 7, training tonight at 7, right? Because guys, you got to remind them about it because everything else in their life is distracting them from what this is going to be for them. You have to be the loudest voice in your new person's ear. Right? Like we have to do that, guys. And I know, like, I'm telling you guys, like, hey, this is what it takes for you to win, but you didn't come here to not make any money, right? You came here to build a business that you're able to make money without having to be present. And in the beginning, it requires you to be very present, right? It requires you to be hands-on. It can still be 10 to 15 hours a week, but it's got to be 10 to like of real actual work, right? If you're actually putting in 10 to 15 hours a week in this business, your business will grow. But you can't expect it to just magically show up and appear as a built business. That's just not how business in general works. So I would call Ellie and, hey, listen, bro, training's gonna be awesome. I'm super proud of you. You're doing great. You're halfway through licensing. Great job, blah, 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 whatever. And hey, don't forget training's at 7 o'clock. Do you have the link? No, I don't. Okay, great. Here, I'm gonna text it to you. Did you get it? Yes, I did. Awesome. I'll see you at 7. And I'll hang up and then I call Caprice, same thing. Hey, Caprice, hope you're doing awesome. How are you? I'm great. Perfect. And I'm going through everything with her. And it's like, hey, how's licensing going? Licensing is good. Cool. Anything I can do to help? Nope. Great. Training's at 7 o'clock tonight. I'll see you on. Make sure you got your camera on. We're going to talk about life insurance. You guys sell the uniqueness of the meeting, guys. So everybody type that in the Zoom chat. Sell the uniqueness. You need to learn how to find something that's different about this meeting than all the other ones. Right? Because I know some of you all are like, oh, another meeting. Yes, another meeting where we're going to teach you how to build a business. They're at the same time every week. Right? It's 2.5 hours a week teaching you how to build a multi-million-dollar business. I'm sorry to burden you with something that is actually helping you in your life. But guys, like you got to figure out how to sell the uniqueness of the meeting. So like that video, did you guys all, I'm sure you all check Telegram regularly, so everybody, I'm assuming, saw the video last night that I posted of what's being talked about at training tomorrow, right? Yes, with Carlos is talking about something, I don't remember what, but Izzy is talking about, I forget what it is, somebody can go figure it out, but Izzy's talking about how to replace group life insurance. How many of you guys ever talk to somebody like, oh, I'm all set, I have it through my job? If you don't raise your hand right now, you have not talked to enough people. And so great, awesome. Izzy's going to teach you how to overcome that. One of Izzy's reps replaced $1,000+ a month IUL, and they're going to teach you how to go over that tonight. And then I'm closing it out with a recruiting message at the end that I'm super excited to share with you guys. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm super excited to share with you guys the presentation that I'm going to make today. It's going to be great. But guys, like find something in there that relates to that person, right? So if somebody's like, oh, I don't care about recruiting, I just want to build a business, I want to learn how to do life insurance. Great. Hey, we're talking about how to replace life insurance. I know that's one of the things you're super excited about. So I'll see you on the training tonight at 7 o'clock, right? But if you're calling somebody that's really focused on recruiting and building a business, well, hey, there's a recruiting message at the end. It's going to be awesome. Like you're not going to want to miss it. Or whatever. I forget what Carlos is talking about. Oh, I think it's how to win the company trip. I'm pretty sure that's what he's talking about. But hey, there's a trip to Hawaii. Did you know that? No, I didn't. Oh my goodness. If you would log into Primerica once a month, you'd figure it out. But anyway, it's like, hey, get on, like Carlos is going to teach you how to win the trip to Hawaii on training at 7 o'clock. Don't miss it. So you need to sell the uniqueness to your people as to why they need to be on the meeting. Right? Amber, why are you dying? Am I just being too sarcastic this morning? Is that
Because you said if people actually showed up in the office.
I mean, for real though, if you guys would actually like check, not you guys, because you're all on, but if people would actually check Telegram and log into POL, like 90% of the world's problems would be solved. I'm dead serious. Like if you just would look at your activity every day and say, I only set one appointment today, there would be no questions as to why we're not where we want to be. Right. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Meeting attendance. If you're a part-timer, if you're part-time, your focus today needs to be getting all your people on the meeting tonight. At 7 o'clock, guys. We are recruiting 50 plus people a month. We should have well over 50 people on trainings. Like, and I'm just going to be honest, like, can I just openly coach you guys a little bit aggressively for 30 seconds? Is that okay?
We missed it.
What?
We've missed it.
If you are not getting your people on trainings, why are you taking their $124? Are you just trying to get your name called on a Tuesday, or are you trying to build a business? I'm serious. Like I'm telling you guys, if you aren't on trainings and if you're not getting your people on trainings, what are you expecting to happen? You got to get there, guys. I know sometimes we have other works, jobs, things like that come up, but you need to make a commitment and do everything you can to guard your Tuesday nights and your Sunday nights for training. I'm telling you, it's the most important thing. So that's all I got. If you're part-time and you want to get off, go ahead. I'm going to talk to you guys about licensing now. So guys, we're licensing about 17% right now, which is pretty good. And people are actually getting into licensing for the most part. So that's also awesome. Great job. Those of you field trainers that are recruiting people, you're actually getting your people into licensing. Again, I can't see, if you're on Cassie's team, I can't see anything there. So hopefully you all are getting your people into licensing. I'm pretty sure you all, I know Cassie is at least, so I'm pretty sure all you guys are. But guys, look, so when you recruit somebody, first off, if their payment goes through, that's what this means right here. The green full service button. Y'all see what I'm talking about here? If it says full service right here, that means their 124 went through and it's good. Okay. Licensing documents. This means there's outstanding licensing documents that they're going to need. I wouldn't overwhelm this person with all of those right away, to be honest. That's one of the things that Lynette is going to have them fill out after they pass their exam. See, like they need a copy of their life and health notice or license, excuse me, of their pass notice, all that kind of their IBA. So like, don't worry too much about that stuff, guys, just to be completely transparent with you. Lynette will help you guys with that once they pass. But here's the biggest thing, guys. You can look and see how much time they've actually spent going through licensing right here. So this is what I told the group last night on orientation. And this is what you should be telling all your new people when you do your orientations with them. You're either studying or you're setting appointments, right? You're either licensing or you're field training. So like here, let's look at this one. So like Liz Celia, I think I'm saying her name right. So whatever payment method was used for her to get plugged in, it didn't work, whatever it was. So she's going to need to pay the 124 before she can take her test. However, she's 4 hours into studying. Now, unfortunately, actually, I almost lied to you. You can see how far they are through it, I believe. If you click on this, yeah. So she's 28% of the way through her exams. So, and I'm not picking on Liz right now. This is what I would say, right? If she was one of my recruits, I mean, which she is, but if I was a senior regional leader trying to build a business and get to RVP, what I would see this as is I would call her and say, hey, Liz, I see you've spent 4 hours in licensing, but we're only 25% of the way through. First off, great job getting through it that far, but how can I help you get through that a little bit quicker? Right? Where are you getting stuck? What do you need help with? Right? And you help solve the problem. Hang on, I'm trying to
These people should be licensed.
mute
so
y'all.
they've done it before.
Yeah, so if you're licensed, guys, like Taylor just said, like you should be like you're licensed generally, or you're going through it. So help them, guys. Remember, it's key terms, chapter recap, know this. That's it. That's the 3 things to go through. That I understand that might not be the best way for everybody, but generally speaking, that's what most people do, and they pass pretty quick. So I'm looking at this, right? I'm going through this. Now let's see here. We've got a lot of people that haven't taken their exam simulator or had their exams scheduled, right? There's also a handful of people that aren't yet in licensing. And like this means they're registered for an in-person class. So like Terry is registered this weekend. I talked to her yesterday. This guy's already licensed. Jennifer Andrus has been on there for 2 hours, excuse me. Katie Wilson needs to get registered. Miranda's about 3 hours in. Jamie's about 8 hours in. Stephanie's about 6 hours in. So like you guys can see here, like people are obviously getting into licensing, right? But here's, so like, I don't know who this is, and I'm not trying to pick on people. I know this is broadcasted on YouTube and people's names are there, but it is what it is. Like this person, 12 days in the business, 0 minutes into studying. If this person was my recruit, I would be freaking out, Amber. I'd be like, what is going on? Because why? Because it's 12 days and there's 0 minutes into studying. What do you think most likely happened to this person? They probably quit, right? Why? Probably because as the leader, you probably didn't give them enough info. You didn't help them, right? Guys, I know that I'm doing orientations for people 3 days a week, but you cannot recruit them and only plug them into me and think that I'm a life source. I'm not a life source. I'm a resource. I'm someone that can help you build your business. Help, not build it for you. Help you build your business. Guys, you got to take absolute ownership of where your people are. Like, look, Matt and Lydia are both 6 and 3 hours in. Like Eric Ebanks is 17 hours in. Look, like if this is my guy, if this is like Angie, I think you're on here. If this is my guy, he is 18 hours in, 22% of the way done. I'm calling him being like, bro, look, we got to get this thing done. What's going on? Take your quizzes, open notes, whatever you could get through it. Like you spent so much time in this, and I'm not going to beat him up about it. Like I'm not going to call him and be like, bro, you suck. Like that's not what I'm going to say. Obviously, like I'm going to be nicer than that, right? But like Angie, when you call him, like, hey, where are you getting stuck on? Like, are you reading the material? Are you just skimming it? Like, talk to them about what they're doing and give them guidance to get them through it quicker. Does it make sense, guys? We want to get them through that material as quickly as we possibly can, so that way we're getting them licensed and getting them scheduled. Look, okay, so Tiante not in licensing, Kara not in licensing. She quit though. What happened here? Is that Dan Trombley? Dan Trombley. Everybody type Trombley in the Zoom chat. He joined our call for a minute, but I think he just left. He did. Dan Trombley was trying to spy on us, guys. I don't know what he was doing, but that was incredible. I don't know how he even got our link. That's funny. But so like, okay, Rachel, look, okay, so exam simulator, 0%. What does that mean? Probably didn't take it, right? All of these things on the right-hand side are the simulated exams, guys. We got to be pushing our people to get through licensing quickly. Who's this one? Ready to test? So Skylar is ready to take his test. So I would get him with Lynette and get him to schedule that test, right? Same thing. Brandy's ready to test. I would get that thing scheduled. And some of these people might already be scheduled. Like that's totally fine. Like some of these people might already be ready to go. That's great. If they are, perfect. Brian already passed his test. So like it hasn't hit the system yet that you're licensed. But guys, so like use this as a resource, right? Like Kelly Elliott, I don't know whose team she's on, but she's ready to take her test. Right? We have so many people. Jessica Dela Cruz. I don't even know whose team Jessica Dela Cruz is on, but she's ready to take her test. Renee Richardson, ready to take her test. Guys, look at all these licenses that you have down here. You got so many people that are ready to test, or they're 9-10 hours into studying, right? And we're not ready to test yet. It's like, dude, what are we doing right now, right? We got to get them moved from going through it to getting that license done. Like Elian, Mike Nager about to lose $1,000 field training bonus in 20 days. Like I would be calling him with red alert. Like, bro, we have to get this done like right now. Like I will get on with you and go through it with you and get this thing scheduled. Guys, it doesn't need to take a long time for you to get through all this material. Amber, I see your hand, so give me 1 second. So Brian, you got through everything. Brian Savala, I keep saying your name wrong, I'm pretty sure, but I'm sorry. I'm sure you'll forgive me. Can you unmute yourself really quick? How much time roughly did you spend studying? Because it says it's complete. It won't tell me how much time it was.
I think I spent like maybe 10 or 12 hours total.
That's about how much time it should take, guys. I had a lady Her name was Jillian. She was one of my first recruits I ever had. And she joined the business on, I think it was a Tuesday. She passed her test on Friday. She got to division leader in 2 weeks, made about $1,000 roughly, and then was licensed doing about $5,000 to $10,000 a month in premium for 3 months. And then she moved to Tennessee and switched and started doing health insurance or whatever. She got an hourly job. But my point to that is it doesn't need to, like, when you move quick, your people move quick, they get licensed, they see an income, they see that momentum. When you're dragging your feet on getting them through licensing, it makes them feel like it has to take a long time. Like Lydia is on here, I think. I don't know if she's still on here. No, she's not. But every time I talk to Matt and Lydia, it's like, where's your license? When are you getting licensed? When are you getting licensed? Caprice, every time we talk, when are you taking your test, right? When's your next test? When's your next test? When's your next test? Why? Because people, and this is some of you guys, so some of you guys are going to feel like a little bit attacked, but I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean. But we think that we need to be getting a 90% on our practice exams to go take the exam. The reality is, guys, just go take the freaking test. I don't care how many times you fail it. You got to take the guaranteed. Sweet. Take the guaranteed. Use Google. Go take the test. You fail it. Awesome. The next day, you're studying that you need to do. Take the guaranteed exam. Google the answers. Look it up. Like, read the book while you're taking the test. Pass the exam. Schedule your test. That's going to get you to pass faster, guys. I know that that's completely backwards to like how we're taught in school. Like, you got to learn it all, then go take the test, and you got to learn it all before you take your exam. Guys, Primerica is like, you getting a life insurance license. It does not matter how many times you take your exam. So if you think that way, I would challenge you to get that out of your head. So when you're talking to your people, it's speed to licensing, right? I'm directly licensing 2 to 3 people a month personally, because that's how I'm talking to them. It's speed to getting it done. That's all. So Amber, what's up? You have a question, or you got your hands up? I know you just walked away from your camera. There you go. What's up?
So the recruit tracker, you said that you have to be licensed, like appointed licensed, to be able to see it.
Yeah, you need to be appointed, and then you also need to get with Melody and or Jerome and Cassie so we can get all your recruits put back under you. Because the way when you're in training, they're like tagged to you, but they don't sit under you because you can't override them because you're not licensed. Now you can with home and auto, but you can't with anything else. But you're in Florida, so never mind on that. But anyway, once you're appointed, basically like it shifts you up, and then you can put your people back under you that you've recruited. So you just got to make sure, like, keep a list of those people, whoever they are.
Okay.
And I can't pull your list, but I can pull, if you're in my base shop, technically I can pull your list, but Jerome and Melody can pull your list and move everybody back under. So,
Okay.
I don't know if that answers the question or not, but hopefully it does.
Yeah, just because
any
I
other
can't see it. So
Yeah, so you won't be able to see it until you're appointed. I would also call the state like 700 times today, and I would, like, every hour on the hour, I would call them and bother them.
I will. I got the number from Cass now, so I'll bother them today.
I would literally call them like 3 times a day until you're appointed.
Okay.
Sweet. All right, hey, we're over time, guys. Have an amazing day. Everybody go type in the Zoom chat. If you're full-time, what are you closing today? Recruits times premium. What do you put that in the Zoom or in the Telegram? Not the Zoom chat, the Telegram. And if you're not full-time, well, all of you should be putting, when are you breaking your record? What is it? When are you breaking your appointment? Single day appointment setting record. We're halfway through the month. Are you going to show up for the things that you say you're going to show up for? Are you going to do what you say, which is break your record, right? When are you doing it? What is that number, guys? We'll see you all on training.